All right. Howdy, Wasteland. It's Marty the Nuka Boy for the 6th time with the boys for the Aftershow of Season 2 of Fallout, Episode 6, The Other Player. And once again, a full house. We got JD, we got Onyx both in their Ranger getup. We got Nick, we got Danny, and of course, yours truly. How y'all doing?
I can breathe now.
Well, that's definitely a good thing because we're gonna need you, for the next couple of hours. So
Doing good.
let's unlike Danny, who doesn't seem to be breathing real well.
Use your lungs, Danny. Use your lungs.
It seems like a skill issue. We got to
Hitting that jet a little too hard.
Catching my breath over here.
Come on,
Trying to catch up on. I mean, this episode took my breath away. You can tell.
A little bit.
Same for the ghoul.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It might have missed his lungs. We don't know.
Yeah.
Just
saying.
His
He
lungs,
lost his
spine.
Yeah, no, he should be dead. That motherfucker don't got a spinal cord no more.
Oh yeah,
No,
you were
he's a glowing one now.
You were harping on that real hard.
Also, I'm a still harp on it. This motherfucker had a whole ass hole in his abdomen. But it was fun to watch.
I want to say, I told you so. I told you guys so last week. The Enclave.
I didn't think it was going to be his exit either.
Y'all.
I didn't think it was going to be his exit either. So
I'm just glad I was right about the Enclave. I told y'all so last week. I'm like predictions.
Well, hold on. They name dropped Enclave, but we don't know how involved they are in yet.
He directly told her like, hey, you need to say this, and then she went and like did it like right away. I mean, they're kind of. I mean, I guess it wasn't just the Enclave. They're kind of all in together, but the Enclave seems like they played a big part in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but hey, I told y'all so. I told y'all.
You did.
They were the other player.
I mean,
Onyx is the right counter right here. Marty, throw the clip in.
Yeah, I didn't end up editing it out, so yeah, the credit goes to you for the predictions, and but I'm gonna take this damn thing off because I can't monitor the audio.
I take off a stinking cap. We just need to make one of the ones Mr. House has, and every time I make a prediction, I'm just gonna put it on. You fucking lunatic!
I'm gonna wear it in the
My
bathroom
favorite
and talk
scene.
about politics like he did. I think that's the way you got to use it.
You have to do it when someone else is holding their dick in their hand.
Yeah,
Only then you can
specifically.
talk about politics.
Yeah,
That's why only one hand is visible right now.
You just gotta grab it for him and just be like, "So, which way did you vote?" It's like no.
Here, let me help you. Let me help you with that. No, control your stream.
So, who'd you vote for? Who?
Green. I voted.
Let me just say that I'm glad that Forger's not in this after show.
Oh God. It would derail so quick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's be glad for that. Yeah. How are we gonna kick it off? So episode was called, what was it? The Other Player.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Other Player. Runtime of about 51 minutes. Man. It was a loaded one. It was a loaded one for sure. And chicken fucker in this episode. Just for you,
Yeah.
Nick. Just for you.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Yeah,
He's that one guy.
so glad he's still around.
I'm
I
telling
will
you.
say this.
Go ahead.
It started off well. I think the start to the episode was strong enough to where I think it sets the tone for what the last three are going to feel like.
Mhm.
I think that's the best point to take away from it. So I'm hoping that the intrigue raised from Lucy finally confronting her dad is going to be the biggest prominent thing that we're going to be seeing get resolved. And hopefully that echoes into season 3. Or at least we'll see effects of it before we get out of season 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. No. I was definitely waiting for scenes from wherever she was. Now we know that she's in the same facility we kind of saw it from the trailer or whatever that she was going to have that reunion with her dad. I didn't know whether it was going to be one of the casino's hotel rooms, because in the trailer, I mean, we can see that like wherever she wakes up, we can see the Giddy Up Buttercup in there, complete, mint condition, and of course that yellow dress that she's gonna be trying to or be trying to escape in or whatever. I can totally see a bunch of cosplays stemming from that.
I like the wedding dress one. I like that people did the wedding dress one with like the syringe gun. I thought that was really cool. Also, I like the little detail of the sugar bomb box right next to the note, because he calls her his sugar bomb. I thought it was a little cool, little subtle nod.
They kind of do weave that through. Like we see, it wasn't the first time. I mean, from season 1, I mean that's what he calls her. We get it in the welcome baskets. In season 2, it was in that commie vault. It was basically the sugar bombs. The breadcrumbs or whatever. So yeah, I mean, it's a nice, piece of fan service for sure that just kind of keeps appearing, but it's akin to the games, because like you literally find that everywhere. Just like Blamco mac and cheese. I mean, we had a fair share of that, when the 31ers raided that truck that they found.
Yep.
Which
is, I'm really glad we saw more of Hank and Max in this episode, which I kind of was feeling like we would, but we didn't see anything of Norm. We're not going to find out what happened to him next week. That's kind of.
I think it's kind of by design,
Yeah, they want you to. They do that like the last 2 episodes. We didn't see anything with Hank or Max for like 2 whole episodes. So they kind of threw pretty much focus on them this whole episode. So
yeah,
not enough for Max really, but yep. They kind of put Max in like right at the very end pretty much, but so I wonder why him and Thaddeus were making. It's not really quite sure where they're at. They're obviously near Vegas because they found the ghoul.
Right.
I'm curious why they specifically just started walking towards Vegas. They didn't really explain it. They kind of just started wandering and just ended up there. Closest civilization, I guess.
So, I mean, maybe I'm jumping ahead, but just to kind of get it out of the way, and I guess we'll lead with the ending. But wherever the ghoul wound up, is that Good Springs?
I was kind of thinking the same thing. It's like a little town. I was kind of thinking, I'm like, is this?
Because you have the school there, and it's just kind of like a little town.
That's the first.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say no, though. I don't think it is.
I'm gonna say yes because they specifically want to show that there was a school there.
Yeah.
And that's it's right by the saloon. It is like a little town. It could just be a coincidence. It could just be like a red herring.
Right.
Kind of like when they were. It could be. I hope it's Good Springs. So we have not seen Good Springs at all.
Well, they did just drop the Prospector Saloon in
Fallout 76. Yep. That was such a cool surprise. I'm buying that when I get a chance. It was really cool to see that. It was very.
I think the reason I lean towards it not being is just because the town that we saw when they did the sky shot, it's even for Good Springs, that's too small. There's only about 3 buildings.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's my main reason for thinking that it isn't, but obviously anything could happen. Would be cool if we had some type of like nod to everything that we do in our favorite little town in the show. But even if it's not, it was just cool to kind of like see that they have an actual ghost town, which I think there should have been more of this season, just here and there.
Yeah, you figure that like Maximus and Thaddeus would stumble across like a couple of them, or at least Lucy and the Ghoul on their way to Vegas. You feel like they would stumble across like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Unless they're really playing at the reality that it's literally so wiped out that any ruins or whatever are far in between. Which I mean, I wouldn't hate it, but I don't know. It was just a thought that I had. I mean, there was obviously a little bit more vegetation that there is. It just kind of looked a little different, but I mean, it is an adaptation. I was just kind of, I guess I would have been a lot more excited if they actually shot at Good Springs,
yeah,
for the show. But
it would have been very hard for them to do that without people noticing, though.
Right.
Yeah.
They
But
would
I
have had
mean,
like
that would-
block off the whole town for like a day randomly.
but I mean
somewhere.
the LA sets. I mean, they were leaked to shit. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
everybody that lives down here and you know that happened to pass by just snapped so many pictures of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like them filming it in actual Good Springs, it would have been everywhere immediately. They would have had to pick the slowest day of the year and block off the whole town for no one
Right.
to even get a glimpse of that.
And the town can't even afford something like that to happen.
No, so if
I
they
could
did-
see it.
Yeah, if they did, they'd have to make a set somewhere just to keep it secret.
True.
Which
I mean,
yeah, that makes me think we're not gonna see it. But it would be cool at least to like how Helios 1 and Buffalo Bills was like in the background. It would have been at least cool to see Good Springs like in the background, like you know, or they like walk by it and it's on the side of the road or something.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Speaking of Helios 1, the actual the power plant is actually shutting down. I mean, it's been problematic for years, and it's just a concept that doesn't really work, I guess, and it's too like labor intensive and maintenance heavy or whatever. So they're going to be getting rid of that. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to build in its place, but just
Helios 2.
right on the other side.
Archimedes.
On the
Bigger and
Elijah
better.
version.
Bigger and better.
right.
With just a giant neon 2 right above the sign.
What inspired you to make Helios 2?
Money. that's exactly where I was going.
Hey, if they raise it, you know, I mean, that could give way to Nuka World, like we were talking about it last time. You know, like we got to build that shit.
And we got to make it happen for the boy Marty, guys. Like, come on, Bethesda, make it happen.
It's my
You have like your
Just for one
spokesperson right
person.
there.
right.
It's just like they open up just like a little corner in Universal.
It's just a meet and greet with Marty.
Back.
Just a little shack,
They're just hanging out at the end of the Halloween Horror Nights maze, just going, "Hey,
right?
I'm not here to scare you. I just want you to come.
Did I tell you guys when I first saw Marty at Good Springs, he was just standing for the saloon at night, and he was standing there like with his hands on his hips with a wagon, and like a light was shining on him. And I told him it looked like he was an NPC ready to give you a quest. He's just standing there like that.
that's
Yeah.
that's how I ran into him at Good Springs too. He was on the side of the road with the wagon, and I was like, well,
He's just chilling.
I have a dialogue tree I see popping up right now."
I met this motherfucker when I was setting one of the game shows, and I'm like, I want to talk to you, but like, I got to entertain people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did have the
so
spin the
bad.
wheel shit and everything, so you know, yeah, a full on, you know, NPC. It was set up right by the shitters, strategic spot. I mean, we got people like Scotty K Fitness, you know, like, hey, it worked.
Oh, is that when he kicked Cam Shield?
Yep.
Okay.
Which there's a
That's the
story
best
behind that, because when all the VIP tickets ran out, and I was like, I forget who I was talking to. It might have been John, and I was like, do the VIPs actually like come out, you know, to take a shit or whatever, or is it all at like you know, within the VIP tent? And he was like, no, like you might see them, you know, when they need to do their business. So I was just like, I was joking that I'm gonna plant myself right in front of the shitters, you know, wait for the VIP people to talk to them or whatever, and
Yeah, come over
lo
here
and behold, you know, and it was just kind of out of necessity, because it was just kind of getting crowded in the in the chow area. So we were just kind of, you know, like off to the side or whatever, trucks were passing. So we wound up being in front of the shitters, and then yeah, there you go. So I was like, might as well just whip out the spin the wheel and start giving people prizes.
Look out for him, Papa.
Yeah, just I whipped it out.
It's like, oh boy, what do I win? I'll wipe for you.
He said,
You win a disabled liberator.
I don't get it. It's just a piece of cardboard with no toilet paper on it. Oh yeah, no, we had one, but we kind of used it. What do you mean you used it?
But yeah, good times. Yeah. So we mentioned Lucy and Hank. That whole interaction, I'm like, what does this guy have, in his sleeve that he's gonna pull, because he's just like, oh, I'm surrendering.
Just give up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just totally giving up. Meanwhile, he gathered all these sad sacks and chipped them and whatever. Everybody from frickin' the scum of the earth to frickin' legionaries, and he got Uncle Rico, unfortunately, that everybody's chipped up. You get a chip, and you get a chip, and you get a chip. Went all Oprah on them, and oh boy, that frickin' Broadway frickin' show sequence there, in
I love how it just cut, and it's just him not even playing the piano at all, and they're all just caught, just dead quiet.
Right, which was it was cool. We got Uranium Fever. I feel like this season, like, we're getting all the bangers. Like what we were just kind of asking
We
for.
got
in
Big
season
Iron
one.
episode
Episode 1.
Yep.
Yeah, Big Iron episode 1. I was like, no fucking.
I'm waiting
way.
for Johnny Guitar. 7
Please,
times
I will
on
skip.
repeat.
I will skip the episode.
Mhm.
I'll skip.
Not even that bad.
It's
Not
skip
even
it.
that
I love
bad.
Johnny Guitar.
You do?
It's
Like,
also-
I for some reason, it's just like
Unironically.
I can't stand
Either
it.
it's one of those things where you either love it or you
Yeah.
hate it. It's same for Big Iron. I feel like you like one over the other.
Mhm. But at least like Big Iron. I mean, it's it's upbeat, but like Johnny Guitar, I feel like I just want to.
Fall asleep.
Johnny
I
Guitar
just want
makes me
to
want to
end
like.
things.
I was about to say it makes me want to like drink whiskey in a room by myself with the lights off.
Yeah, it does give that vibe, like a nighttime.
Yeah.
It makes me think
Fucking-
of like the Logan meme where he's laying on the bed. He's looking at the picture of like Dean. He's like, what could have been?
It's the Johnny Guitar like album cover.
Right.
It's just a picture of Benny in there. Like, kill you.
That's me, JD. After the season ends, there's no Johnny Guitar. Just looking at the picture frame of the album. I wish we were so close.
That's
Just
me
with the
thinking
lyrics in
about
it.
the-
It's like, I was cheated.
That's me thinking about the squirrel
Just-
that the
just
NCR
quiet.
Rangers had in the hills.
He
Where
was
did that squirrel
so
go?
set on that squirrel. I was like, you're gonna be squirrel bits one day. That's why I'm raising you.
But
Yeah.
my
He's
man
He's the
had a
squirrel ranger
plan.
to me now.
Yeah, what
had a
happened to
goal.
the squirrel? Did Hank? I don't know.
Probably got
Did you
chipped
see the
too.
squirrel next
Microchip
episode?
him.
Yeah, it's got a chip on the back of its neck.
It's gonna crawl from
Sharpened
underneath his
pencils.
shoulder pauldron. Like there's the squirrel all chipped up.
Sharpening.
Dude,
you
new
just see it at the
cosplay
sharpener, like
idea.
Yep.
just
That'd be-
sharpening shit.
That'd be so fucking funny if he just shows up
just
with a
get-
fucking chip on it.
Get
Just a little.
fleshy
There
squirrel.
was a thing where they had a bunch of different sized chips. I think. Yeah, he had the one for the mice. If you
Yeah.
put one on the squirrel, it'd be so funny.
Yeah.
Oh please, it'd be so hilarious. Unexpected and hilarious, but
So
so
is that
Fallout
is
coded.
the chip like NPCs? Is that what that means?
So it's basically
Maybe.
the automated man is what House introduces it as in that meeting when we get that Barb flashback, right? So
Yeah.
he says something about like robots being like people, but like it can work the other way around, like where you essentially make robots out of people.
Yeah.
And which that was done very, very well, because like at first I thought it was the continuation of the vault-tec business or whatever, but it was actually what preceded the big conference meeting, which I thought was real good. And of course we get the elevator scene with Michael Emerson's character Wilzig, where now we know that he was basically the one that was egging her on to
Oh yeah,
say that.
who made that prediction? Let me just hear it one more time.
You did.
Yeah, that was but
God damn
confirmed.
right.
I struggle with that a little bit, just because it felt a little bit retconny to me, just because
A
she
little
was
bit.
so like convinced. Barb was, in the meeting, she was so like gung ho on that, like she was like all in with the vault-tec company line and everything. The way she delivered that line, we can drop the bomb ourselves and the war never changes. So I don't know. It was just Unless
I like
she
that Coop
sold
dropped
it
that
really
line too. That
well,
was
or
cool.
it was just kind of little clunky, but I can live with that.
It feels like it's kind of like robbing a little bit of agency away from her because, like,
Mhm.
I think the main appeal of Barb for me in season 1 is like she is like an actual antagonist
Yeah.
to Coop and like his ideals, and then like waving it away with like, oh, Enclave made her do it. It's like, oh well, it's taking the stand. But like,
It
yeah,
kind of just made it pointless. Yeah, I'm like,
Mhm.
she still like did all the vault experiments. Like she signed off on all of those, which is morally dubious. But like just having the extra, like, oh, she's not that bad. She loves her family, guys. She's all right.
Yeah.
See, I'm on the opposite end of it. I think that actually bolstered her character a bit because we initially think that she's actually the bad guy. Turns out the only reason she was even signing off on any of these things was to give her family the best chance of getting into a controlled vault. So at the end of the day, it makes the viewer ask themselves, would you do the same thing if it meant protecting those you love?
And she does that.
So I think that actually worked out.
And you make a good point because season 1, she slips up and she's like, it reminds me of the one line. She's like, one of the good vaults, Coop, and he's like, what do you mean one of the good vaults?
Yeah.
Like you could tell she was even back then. It kind of leads into that where she didn't want to do it. She knew was pretty shitty and wrong, but she was doing it for her family, which doesn't really justify what she did. But I understand it, but doesn't make it right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I get it, but
it's a moral ambiguity thing.
Yeah, she definitely.
Also, who froze the Enclave guy?
Huh?
Also, speaking of cryo freezing.
Oh, what happened to
who
Marty?
froze the Enclave guy? Oh, Marty's still there.
Yep. We good.
He's right there.
It glitched out on my end. Sorry.
Oh, you
I see
popped off a little bit, but you're back on there.
You right there.
You right there.
He's right there. Just,
There he is.
Right.
Squish,
there.
squish.
Right there.
Right there. There you go. There you go.
Right there.
Yeah, this guy.
We good.
I have to like look at Marty's screen, like,
over
where
there?
is everybody on his screen?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, it's weird because the overlay is set up differently than what I'm seeing over here in front of me. So
Yeah.
No, but yeah, you're all right. I mean, she definitely you can see the struggle within her. I just thought she was really convincing in season 1, but again, like probably by design, where it's just it was supposed to mislead us and put us on the path of thinking that she's one of the bad guys. Now we've peeled off some of the layers, and now we're finding out that possibly not even vault-tec is the one that's behind the wheel, as Coop puts it at the end of season 1. So, and I mean, I like it. It was just like I said, it just felt a little bit like retcon. I don't know if this was their intention all along, but I mean, I'm not gonna say no to Michael Emerson. I love that guy. I mean, he always plays such an enigmatic character. I mean, here, Lost, whatever else is he in? There was that one TV show. Terry O'Quinn was on there too. It ran for like 2 seasons. I'm blanking out on it, but I mean, he's definitely one for the role for sure. And it's just like,
I wonder if we'll see him again, or if that was a one and done. Hey, we're just putting him here to link him to for that one scene. I wonder if we'll see him again after that.
Honestly, I think we will, just because season 1, I was kind of surprised that his character was just like
very short-lived.
Yeah, very short-lived for somebody of his caliber, and so it just now it makes sense. We're probably gonna get a lot more of him, season 2 and on, and it's just I don't know, like we keep picking up,
good.
We keep picking up these breadcrumbs, the Enclave breadcrumbs, and it's just like more and more I'm thinking that that's the territory that we're gonna be delving into pretty soon. If not, this season, then probably the next. Like we're probably
East Coast, baby.
Yep, we're definitely moving east, and I'm all for it.
I do wish we got some more New Vegas lore thrown in.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still a couple episodes left, So we'll see if something happens, but I feel like we just breeze through like one of the most let's say popular and like fan
Mhm.
liked zones in Fallout lore.
Yeah, I hope it's
Yeah.
not like season 1 where they just leave California right at the end of season 1. I hope Vegas bleeds into season 3 just a little bit, or at least or half of it. It could be 2 seasons for New Vegas.
I
I
think it
don't
will
care. I
be.
feel like
Yeah,
it
'cause
might
it
at
doesn't
least be
feel
a
like they
few
did
episodes
enough.
in the next season.
Mhm.
It's
Like, I
not
feel
like
like
they haven't
Vegas
like
wasn't
really
utilized too well, other than like the backdrop.
no, and it's
That's
I
it.
don't. Yeah, I really hope they don't just pull a season 1 or they just wrap it up and then throw you the next uh setting like right at the very last episode. It's like the last episode of the first season kind of felt a little rushed. Like they all did the battle in like 10 minutes, it felt like.
Mhm.
Like, all right, she's dead. Brotherhood came in. He got promoted. He's going to Vegas. They're going there. And it was like season over.
Mhm.
And like, you know.
Well, that's
Um,
why
I-
that's why I keep saying, season 1 was the setup for
Yeah.
basically everything, because it was kind of like nondescript. Like we're not dealing with lore per se. Like now we have New Vegas. Like there's tons, of lore and storylines that you can explore. Season 1 was just kind of like the precursor to it all.
Yeah.
Like you just drop little hints here and there. Now we got to explore some of them a little more, but yeah, I mean, I could stake my reputation on the fact that season 3 is going to be New Vegas continuation,
Or at least-
probably.
yeah, I really hope it's at least like 2 or 3 episodes at the very
There's
least.
just too much.
Kind of wrap it
There's
up.
just too much.
There is. And I'll be really disappointed if season 3, like I said, they do the same thing where it's like, all right, we're going to DC now. It's like, and they just, it's like that. It felt, I hope they don't rush it.
Mhm.
We still got 2 episodes left. So I'm hoping, and like we didn't see the power armor still. They still haven't
Mhm.
showed us. I'm sure we'll see the death claws again. I'm gonna say it again. I'm thinking somehow that gate's gonna break open and they're all gonna run into Freeside, and they're just gonna start,
Mhm.
clawing people up, and that's where they're gonna get the power armor in. That's what I'm thinking. I haven't seen the trailer in a while, but kind of looks like it was in Freeside
Mhm.
when they were in the power armor. So that's what I'm thinking.
I'm
That
thinking-
gate was like, I mean,
makes
they were like
sense.
right next to that gate. Yeah, they're right next to that janky gate. Like, it's pretty much like right next door to them. Like, I feel like the death claws could just break it open if they really wanted
Yeah.
to. So I feel like somebody
I'm
might.
thinking
go
instead of
open
them
the
breaking
gate.
in, it'll be
I wonder
something
if Hank-
different.
I wonder if Hank's gonna send one of his little chip people to go open the gate. Like,
Right.
oops, the gate's open. Oh no.
I'm
You know, I
thinking
feel
it's
like-
going to be because Coop is going to tell them, like, there's somebody that could help us. And that leads to them needing to get into the Lucky 38, which leads to them getting to the power armor so that way Maximus can fight one of the Death
Yeah.
Claws, leading Coop to deal with another one. Maybe Thaddeus kind of helps out. But I think it's going to be him running the runaround on both of them to try and get to his end goal.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
how I
Yeah.
feel like it's
He
gonna play
definitely
out.
has something going on. Like he has an agenda. Because, I mean, and I thought it was highlighted pretty well throughout the episode. How when we get the flashback of young Hank, I mean, he's interested in this technology from the get go, right? Like he's in that
He's taking
meeting.
notes in the meeting.
Yeah. Like he wants to be part of it. Which how about that revelation that the cold fusion chip was in
Was in
Hank's
his neck?
head? I thought it was in
I'm
that
just saying,
suitcase, but
I called though for a fact that it was going to be the cold fusion thing. I knew it was going to be in this episode. I didn't expect them to pull the neck shit though.
mhm.
I thought
Yeah,
that was a
they did that
really
twice.
specific
Yeah,
thing.
that makes
Which-
that makes sense why he did that. Yeah, because that's how they transferred it before. So,
Which is just weird. Like, why are you putting endless energy inside of your neck, like in
you'll
the
never expect
deep
it.
muscle?
See,
like,
you would
That's like
expect
if you
it.
put
We all
like an
thought it'd
arc
be in the
reactor
case.
in your stomach.
See,
I
no one
don't
would
know.
expect that.
Maybe it's
They'd-
just me, but
Yeah, it's like
they wouldn't
technical.
expect it. They go to assassinate him. He was like, "Oh, I'm a high assassination target now." Because I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know if it about you guys, but I thought 100% it was in the case.
yeah,
So
I thought
her
it was
pulling
in
out
the
the
case too.
syringe.
Same.
See,
Yeah, no,
that's what
same
anyone who
here.
tries to assassinate would think. Yeah, anyone who unless you have the intel, you would think it's in the case. So I think it made sense. It's weird, but it makes sense because you
Mhm.
wouldn't expect to look there.
Well,
I mean, they
I
could have
think
put
I'm
up his
just-
ass too. I mean, that could have worked too, to be honest.
See, I'm just looking at it from the
No one's
real
gonna
world
look up
aspect of like, oh no, he's gonna die. Like he has cancer. He 1,000% has cancer. There's no way he doesn't.
It's all right.
It's worth it
All
for
that
the bag,
radiation in
though.
his neck, he'll be fine.
Mhm.
Gotta
He'll
do
be
what you
fine.
gotta do. I support you, Hank. Support
Also,
that
speak-
shit.
Speaking of Cold Fusion, we still haven't seen post-war House yet. So I was hoping we'd see him by now, like present day House.
That's
I've not
true.
seen him at all.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if the trailers are actually gonna throw us for a loop, and House isn't.
I know
actually
one thing that
alive.
I did notice.
Go ahead.
What'd you notice?
Uh-oh, I think we lost him.
Who spoke?
Oh, what
It
happened?
was Danny.
I'm sorry, I keep coming in and out.
We're
I
waiting
keep
on you, bro.
glitching and shit.
No, we can hear
No,
you now.
I just know that it was pointed out to me that when Hank first started looking at all of the chips right in front of us, and it was like going from huge down to small, that huge chip made me think, well, what if that wasn't like a prototype down to like what they wanted? It was just, these are the different models that they have available. And what if those big chips, what if it turns out that one of those, at least one of those 3 death claws has the chip in it? And that might be is like, what he was talking about, like, I'm putting your plan in motion. And us as the
Yeah.
viewer, we're led to believe that the chips on humans is just as far as it's going to go. But I'm just like, well, man, finding out that the death claws were pre bombs dropping. I mean, I haven't been in Fallout as a fan for long enough to know that that was a fact. But when I found that out, it was like, wait a second, then that could definitely mean that pre-war House and vault-tec and everyone like that had this technology, if they're the ones that were responsible for releasing the death claws in the first place, right? It would only make sense that how do you tame the death claws? Slap one of those, things on it. I don't know. I love that everybody here tonight has been like, oh yeah, I called this. Well, that'll be my thing. So if they
There you
release
go.
that, I'm calling it here.
I called there would be NCR Rangers.
But I wanted to
And I
know
was
what
right.
everyone's thoughts were on that one.
Guys, you're going to be in a desert this season.
Yeah,
I'm calling it now.
nice.
I
From the
thought
get-go.
Taurus would show up, and I'm sad to say
Nah.
the deep voice wasn't it. I thought I had it.
I almost
I
thought
had
that
it.
was him at first. Yeah,
I thought
I almost thought you
for
were
a
right at first
minute.
because I saw he was hunched over with the cloak and a deep voice. I'm like, is this Horus? It's either
Dog,
Horus or
like-
Super Mutant. And like, it's one of the two.
I almost lost my shit thinking, there's no way I know bull like that. There's no way. And then it turns out it's just Ron Perlman. Like, oh. I was sad. Not because I don't
just
love
Ron
Ron
Perlman?
Perlman. Let me clarify. I was like,
Just
damn.
Ron Perlman, the super mutant.
I just
Just
want
Right
Ron
about that
the
too. I'm like,
Mutant.
he probably is. a
I think it for sure was him because he's in the end credits, but they don't credit what he did.
It's 100%. It's 100% him.
Yeah,
I
it's-
saw immediately. I saw the face.
It's
Call that one too. Let's go. I mean, I said it was Marcus,
Yeah.
which it wasn't Mark. We don't know if it's Marcus.
Which would have
or
been
not, but
neat.
he is a
I'm
super
leaning
mutant, so I did
towards
call that.
Marcus actually for a couple of
Yeah.
reasons. Because like
It
if
could
you
be.
pull
So?
up if you pull up the picture of Marcus, the face
It looks
is
very
pretty
similar.
well done. Like you definitely get Marcus vibes. Also,
I was just
we see him dragging the ghoul to some sort of a church or whatever. And
whatever that building is.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Marcus? What's that thing with the cathedral that gets destroyed?
Like a Fallout 1 thing.
Yeah, and then he just
Are you
kind
talking
of
about that, or are you talking about like the test vault in Fallout 1? Because I know what you're talking about. I think.
right, because doesn't he kind of go off the rails when the cathedral gets destroyed or whatever? And so I don't know if this is kind of like a callback to that, like if it's the same
be.
place or whatever.
I
Because
don't think so.
like
It's not in his character. Like
Uh-huh.
Marcus, when we meet him in Fallout 2, and then again in New Vegas, very, very reserved character.
mhm,
Like he's not one to fly off the handle. So I think it's a new character entirely.
mhm.
That in the face, it doesn't match up from what we know Marcus to look like. That is more of an East Coast design of the super mutant, where it's more lean
Could
and
it be
humanoid.
Virgil?
I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
I feel like that'd be a stretch.
Honestly, like I'd be fine with him being a new character. Like we don't need to connect all the
Yeah.
dots.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I was
Me
just
too.
glad
I
we
think
saw
it's
Ron
new.
Star
Perlman.
Wars.
Me
I was
too.
just glad we saw Ron Perlman as a super mutant. I'm like,
I was happy with getting super mutants. Just
I was
as a
thinking
whole.
at first it was just gonna be his voice because I'm like, yeah, he probably is voicing Marcus. I thought it was just gonna be a voice, but I didn't think they would actually like. I thought they might like CGI him or make a whole different mask and just have him wear it, but you could see his face in the prosthetics, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, that's
Oh, yeah.
Ron Perlman.
And
I was
once
like,
you
holy
listen
fuck.
to him, like you can definitely hear it. Which
Yeah, I'm like, that voice is familiar.
Right.
And I saw his face, so I was like, holy fuck. It's
So-
Ron
That's our
Perlman.
narrator right there.
How much do we think he got paid for the role this time? $80 and 2
$50.
sandwiches.
Free
A lot
sandwiches.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know,
80
he kicked the
bucks and
door
2
down, and
sandwiches?
he's like, "You're gonna pay me a lot."
Yeah.
That was his only like constituent. Just you're going to pay me a lot.
I hope he like has more of that like ranting or like whatever you want to call that, like that dialogue. He was kind of like just talking and just
Mhm.
he was just like was just kind of listening. He was just talking. I hope we get more of him
Mm-hmm.
just talking because he's known for his voice. I hope
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's like a very wise, hermited, hidden. I've been observing everybody. I know what's gonna happen. This is what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like I guess for like a mentor almost. He's like, I've been observing, I've watched everybody come through here the last 20 some years.
Yeah.
It would just fit his character because Ron Perlman's just like, he's a great narrator.
Mm-hmm.
And it would just make sense for the narrator to be a very voice heavy
Setback.
character.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder though, what role does this character serve in the sense that he name drops the Enclave. He clearly knows that the Enclave is a thing. Where does this super mutant all the way here in New Vegas come into play when it comes to such a pre-war establishment? Like that's the major question raised once I heard him say that.
I think.
Or if he was a random mutant from one of the vaults in Fallout 1 and 2, maybe. It
Think so?
could just be. It could be. I don't know. I haven't played Fallout 1 and 2. I know very little about them, but I know there was a couple of vaults. Which one's the one the Master was in? He might be from one of those vaults, maybe.
I
It's
remember.
like those-
Shit, I
Like
can't
Vault
remember.
12, I want to say. Was it Vault
I don't
12?
know.
11?
I don't remember. Probably 12. I think it might have been 12.
I think it's Vault
could-
12.
I think it might be 12.
Could be wrong. It could just be a no-name character. It's hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they would have done that for a character like this. It seems like it's too important to
Yeah.
not only not show us where they're going outside of, well, it looks like a cathedral or some type of church.
Yeah,
But-
it's got some kind of connection to character. You're right, and also them just like he was just in the shadows and then just seeing the light on his face. They really want to make sure he saw his face. I feel like that's important somehow.
Like he's gonna come in down the line, but this is our major question raised either for season 3 or potentially whatever this character is leading up to will also be illuminated more so by the time we hit the end of this season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm hoping he plays a big role in the finale to some degree.
Yeah, because it would be weird to just drop him in like this.
Because
that's what I'm
he
thinking
tells the
too.
ghoul that in order to fight whoever he needs to fight, like he's gonna need friends, right? And then at the end of the episode, like we get Thaddeus and Maximus meeting the ghoul, and so like did the super mutant just kind of like set it up or whatever? Like is this leading up to the the big battle that we think we're gonna have? Honestly, I think we're gonna have the NCR go to town against the super mutants or whatever, maybe all the chipped up people, and then once everything is said and done, cue the Legion, because we haven't seen the last of them.
Yeah, I'm hope Macaulay Culkin can come back, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
haven't
come
seen
on.
him.
We got to sell some people. Let's go, Macaulay.
We got to see Culkinania come back.
Yeah, it
I
was just
would
way
like to
too
see more.
abrupt.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
haven't
especially-
seen the Brotherhood in a few episodes. We haven't seen the NCR hardly. We haven't seen
Well,
the Boomers at all yet. We haven't seen the
For the
Followers of
Brotherhood,
Apocalypse
though,
yet. We haven't
they
seen
had
the
a lot
Kings again.
happen.
Yeah, they did. I don't think
But
they're
I don't think we're
completely
gonna
done,
get a
though.
lot
Yeah.
more of them this season. I think they're done. Like
It's hard to say. I feel like they'll come back for the finale and then they'll be done. But we still haven't seen what's left of the Kings. We haven't seen the Boomers. We haven't seen the Grafts or like any other people in Freeside. We haven't seen the followers of the Apocalypse at all.
followers,
No
yeah.
mention of them. No Boomers.
Mhm.
I would like to see at least one of those factions pop up, one of the smaller ones. I like to see the Kings again.
Mhm.
Like it'd be cool if they had like like you said, like he was new friends. It'd be cool if they just went around and they could like recruit like a couple of each of those factions. That'd be cool as fuck. I doubt that'll happen, but it'd be cool to see a couple of Kings join the fight, some of the followers join the fight. If Boone just
kind of
randomly
like
shows up and he's randomly just chilling in Freeside, that'd be fucking awesome too. I'd be cool with that.
it would be
Boone,
cool to
please,
just
my
get like
boy.
this ragtag, group of people.
Yeah, just a bunch of random factions coming together
Yeah.
because like they all need to fight for their homes. That'd
Yeah.
be really cool to see like one of each of them. Some of the Powder Gang or something. Some of the Cons could come back because we haven't seen them since the first episode. They were one and done.
There's one of the cons is in Hank's like microchip office space.
Are they?
Long dude.
I recognize the one lady. She was one of the Brotherhood leaders. I recognized her,
Yeah.
but I didn't really recognize
the
anybody else.
The Yosemite chapter or whatever. That was her,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yep. I recognized her. I'm like, hold on, wasn't she? So I wonder if we'll see more. Yeah, I guess maybe we'll see more Brotherhood people.
Well,
I mean,
there you
Hank
go.
obviously went
That's
out
the
there.
group. So they're only gonna fight on the wrong side. 'Cause they're
Yeah.
all gonna be the chipped up people.
Yeah, he's got a little
The
bit of
chip
everything. He's
heads.
got, he's got the Brotherhood. He's got the Legion there and the NCR.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
well, I know the Boomers got hinted at in one of the post-credit scenes. Although I've read that those shouldn't be taken too seriously. That they don't necessarily signify that that's what we're gonna get, and it was because correct me if I'm wrong, but like season 1, whatever we saw at the end, like generally lined up pretty well with the next episode. Or I might be imagining things, but like to a degree, we kind of saw it in season 2. But once we saw McCarran in the post-credit scenes, like that was basically the only mention of the Boomers. So we haven't seen that yet. But yeah, I'm not sure how many of the new factions or the not yet mentioned factions we're gonna get, but I think the Boomers are gonna make an appearance for sure.
I feel like they will,
some
maybe.
degree.
I mean, we haven't seen them. We haven't seen any like New Vegas characters at all. No named characters besides Caesar. No Boone.
Victor.
Oh yeah, Victor. We got Victor and we got Caesar. Dead Caesar. But,
Right.
we
My
didn't get
favorite.
Boone. No Boone. No Courier 6. No Rex. I guess we did see the King too, but he's gone.
R.I.P.
So
no
many people,
Ulysses.
So
no,
many people wanted the King to
Joshua.
be alive. Like there were some pretty good arguments from folks saying that that's not the King because of the jacket that this character was wearing or whatever. But I don't know. Like
I think it was. I think the
I
way
think
they
it
shot
was.
it could be a red herring to make you think otherwise. He might,
mhm.
pop out of nowhere. Like I said, they might be recruiting people, and then the King might, pop out and be like, hey,
Yeah. But do we
Nah, I think
do we need him to be alive? I mean, honestly, like, is he such a pivotal role?
It's just
in
a
terms of
fan
free side, like I
Yeah.
would say yes.
yeah,
Like
because
it's a fan favorite thing,
Yeah.
and it's a societal area thing because
Yeah,
he maintains things in free side,
sure.
yeah,
not just with the people and
Yeah.
the refugees from the NCR, but against the Van Graffs because they also be doing bullshit.
Mhm.
So he
Which we
kind of
haven't
holds
seen
that area
them.
together.
yeah. We haven't seen them. We also haven't seen Mick and Ralph yet either. Or
I think-
there's one more I'm missing too. Who else is there? I think I'm thinking of
Julie Farkas and the followers mainly.
yeah.
I
I'm-
think
I'm
the main
thinking-
takeaway though is that they just aren't around just because it's such a time gap,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
so
We might
It's a
see the
lot to
followers
work
though.
with.
I
I
feel
would
like
like to, but I doubt we are.
I feel like they'll take shelter in the
Hmm.
Mormon fort, so I feel like that will be part of the main battle. I think they're gonna like hide from the death claws in the Mormon fort. 'Cause, I mean, where else are you gonna go in free size? It's streets.
Mhm.
I feel like the Mormon fort will come into play at some point. So I hope we see the followers. It'd be really cool.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
It's hard to say. There's a lot of stuff we have not seen. I don't know what they're gonna cram into the finale, but they seem like they crammed a lot into last season. So we'll see what they.
Well,
We're still in the
Yeah.
free side, still in Vegas, so there's
that's
still a
the
lot that can
thing.
happen.
We have so many different storylines, right? So many different plots that we might not even, finish wrapping up.
That's why I'm hoping it
this
bleeds into
season.
season 3. I'd
Yeah.
be so disappointed if we just didn't see any of them.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think it'd be just such a rookie thing to do, to
Yeah.
to wrap up
So many missed
everything.
opportunities.
Yeah. It's just these people are not going to do that. I mean, we're
I hope
talking,
not.
Jonah Nolan and like people of his caliber. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just not going to do that.
Please give us one named character from the show before you end the season, please. Boone,
Raul.
Joshua,
Hey.
Raul, somebody.
Give me Raul. Come on. They talked on Twitter. You're not
I'm
going to tell me
hoping.
he's not in it.
I'm hoping we see
they did?
Raul.
Yeah, so Raul, fucking Danny Trejo texted Walton Goggins while they were wrapping up for season 2, and he's like, "Hi, boss," and like as Raul, and then Walton is just like, "Hey, Raul," like on Twitter, and everyone lost their minds.
Yeah,
They
I
just,
saw that.
oh my god, we're getting Raul.
And then also there was a picture of the two of them. They were like hugging, and it
Oh,
said like
damn.
brothers or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, 'cause
All
they're both
right, I remember
ghouls.
now.
So I'm hoping we see that too.
Mhm.
Yeah, give me the ghost vaquero. Tired of
Hell
waiting.
yeah.
So speaking of ghouls, and Coop being on that poll, I thought it was just I thought it was cool, like how we for the first time see him, starting to turn feral, and he's trying to
Yeah.
he's starting
was
to go through
close.
that process of trying to remember who he is. Like he says, like my name's Scoop, I have a daughter, her name's Janie, So I thought it was really cool, and I just see I call the fact that he was gonna try to like kind of pull himself up, by the
Yep.
pole.
I'm like, he's got to try at least.
Yeah.
And
I don't
So-
see how he would have gotten himself off it. It's just like
no.
physically you can't do that, So, but it was like
But yes.
all the more gruesome, all the more desperate,
He just slid back
and
down.
he
You're
just
like,
slid back down,
This so because that's the only way he'd be getting off is by Deathclaw or mutant. So as soon as I saw like a figure, I'm like, it's a mutant or it's a Deathclaw.
Mm-hmm.
Back to what you were saying about him remembering who he was. So is that I noticed Nuka Break did that too with their character Ben. So I'm wondering, is that a lore thing in Fallout somewhere that I missed? That's how they stay like once you forget who you are, that's when you go feral. Is that a lore somewhere?
Not
I feel like that
really.
is. So I feel
It's
like
like it's a
Nuka Break pulled
50-50
from that
thing.
too. So I'm wondering where they got that from because the show did it too. So I'm curious.
That'd be
Where that
cool if they
started
did
at.
that as a shout out to Nigga Break.
That would be cool. I
So-
feel like there is a couple little things they kind of did. It's like a nod. So it'd be really cool. if
So
that
the
worked.
thing in with it is that
Or like a
ghoulification
nod.
isn't explained well in
Mhm.
terms of like how you become a ghoul and what leads to further ghoulification.
Mhm.
But what is known is that the main factor is that your brain at a point will either irradiate to a point where no longer functioning,
Mhm.
which essentially equates to like rotting away, which is
Yeah.
why a lot of ferals act like they're
like rabid
just-
animals.
yeah, because now you're just running on pure instinct.
Yeah.
The memory thing, it's more so to help you stay focused. So even if you forget, it doesn't immediately lead you down to become a feral. It's
Mhm.
once you start giving in to your feral tendencies.
Yeah, and I think like you said, it's like a focusing, which is kind of what they did in Nuka Break too, because he would kind of like do the same thing almost. So I'm wondering where they got that from.
Mhm.
It's interesting.
When it comes to ghoulification, well, I know in Fallout 4 when you do that Children of Adam quest, I mean you basically bathe in that radioactive pond or whatever to get turned into one of them. So, but I mean that's one way. But I know, I think more than anything, the question is, if I'm remembering it correctly, like some people were able to become functional ghouls and some turned straight feral.
Yeah,
and-
I've read that somewhere too.
And the I think it's purely a show piece of lore where we have the vials and everything, the anti-feral ghoul
Yeah.
vials, where it's just like that's what keeps you going,
Regular.
or keeps you from turning feral. We still don't know what that serum is, like that's
Yeah, I
not
feel
shown
like it might
anywhere
be
else.
like I feel like it might be a placebo thing. I feel like it might be something they put in ghouls' heads to get them coming back for that product. Because you saw how he was doing basically anything to get a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
And like like when he went to the it was like the Super Duper Mart where where Lucy got captured by the
Yeah,
Mr. Handy, and he would just like scrounge them all. He's like, holy shit, he's just scrounging them all up.
yeah.
I feel like they do that to keep them in like their palm of their hand. Like they like, all right, we got the ghouls where we want them. They'll do work for us as long as we keep telling them this drug fixes them, and it's really just a bunch of bullshit.
That's interesting.
It's hard to say though. I feel like that would make sense, so that way it's not retconning stuff in the game and it connects to the game still.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's gonna have like an epiphany where like, I don't need this shit. It's just a bunch of lies.
Would definitely be
Hard to
on
say.
brand.
It would be, yeah. I feel like that would tie into the games really well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
For
know if
me,
that's
I
their
feel
intention
like-
from the start, but if they decide later on that that's the reason, I think people would be okay with that answer. I would be.
I feel it's just more so a MacGuffin, which
Mhm.
I've gone on record stating I don't like these vials. I don't like how they're not explained what they are, and that it just helps ghouls. Because to me, no matter how you look at it, it is a retcon to old Fallout lore. Because how would this thing that didn't exist beforehand be so prevalent? Because now you have a bunch of ghoul characters that should be feral. So I think it was
Yeah.
just a way to write out of a corner of, well, we can't have a character like the ghoul that is as proficient as they are without some kind of drawback. We need there to be a flaw.
Yeah.
And it
I'm-
can't just be a character flaw. So it kind of hints towards that.
I'm kind of hoping it's the placebo thing, and he realizes it's just bullshit. It would tie into the games and still make sense. I've never really cared for the vials either. I'm like, it would make sense if they hinted at it in the game, but it's a brand new thing they just started doing. So I'm like, if they give a good reason for it, maybe I'd be okay with it. But until then, I'm just like,
That's what I'm waiting on. But
Right.
I don't have a lot of high hopes for the vials to be explained. I think it's just
me neither.
they need it, and then that's it. Like there's
Yeah,
I
no
hope it's like-
real.
a plot device.
I'm hoping it's a placebo thing.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, how else do you keep a ghoul, around for 200 plus years, for the reason of finding his family or whatever? I mean, I don't know, because that's one corner of the lore that's not really explained well either. The whole functioning ghoul and feral ghoul and what the connection is. Because like all I've heard is that sometimes you have these functional ones, sometimes you have feral ones. That was never explained in any of the games. Where like, do we have some sort of a progression? Where like in time, you're gonna become this withered, desiccated, zombie-like, creature. Because we have in the games, we have all sorts of different ones. Like, I mean, we have the glowing ones, putrid ones,
Reavers.
Bloated
yeah,
ones.
like all, like you have the big blobby ones, and then you have the really skinny ones, and so to me that screams a consequence of some sort. Like either they were hit with varying degrees of radiation, or some, or a combination of that and the virus, or what have you. It's just it hasn't been cleanly delineated in lore. So but yeah, definitely, I mean, the vials are a new thing, definite plot device. It, like, I don't mind it being presented to us in this way, just because like we have all sorts of different chems that are still being produced, like all these years later. But I mean, I'm not sure. But I definitely wouldn't put too much weight into an explanation for these vials. I think there are a lot more pressing plot lines that need explanation.
Speaking of ghouls, I was just thinking we haven't really seen any enemies that like aren't humans. I just noticed almost every encounter, it's always humans are fighting. Like we've only seen the king, like feral ghouls. Really, we saw the one in the first season, and then we saw the kings. We saw one red roach for like a couple seconds with the chicken fucker, and then we saw the death claws. We haven't seen any like cazadors.
We had the rat
yeah,
scorpions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. We haven't seen cazadors. We haven't seen any like what are the rattlesnake coyotes called? I forgot. You know what I'm talking about though. We haven't seen them. No centaurs. I was hoping we'd see a really gross centaur at some point, but we haven't.
Yeah, I'm waiting on centaurs, honestly. I feel like that's something that we should get at some point, especially if super mutants are getting involved.
Yeah, I really want to see Lucy just be like, what the fuck is that? I want to hear her say the F word too. I want to hear her say fudge. I want to hear her say, what the fuck is that thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted her to be drugged up a little while longer, to be honest.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Drugged up Lucy was a fun Lucy.
It was. I like that. I like that we do see her now that she's sober. We do see her when she wakes up the vault with Hank. That you can see the waistline is changing her a little bit. Like she immediately, like no bullshit, didn't dial the number. She grabbed a weapon immediately. She was ready to throw hands immediately. You know, put the scissors up to his neck. Like she's like, I'm not fucking around anymore. She's like, I let you push me over. I'll hear you out. But like, I'm not fucking around.
You bombed mom. Why did you do that?
You burned her to a literal crisp.
Yeah, I don't think he would be able to, get back on my good side after that.
Yeah,
I don't see any other way.
He seems like a villain who's like so deluded on what he thinks is right.
I don't know.
He
I
doesn't
can
want
be
to see any
swayed.
point of view.
I can see myself being swayed.
It's hard to say. I don't know.
Oh yeah, really, Nick? What would it take?
It's like, why did you bomb mom? It's like the other lady took her from me. Okay, yeah, no, bet. Fucking, she's just as evil.
She cheated on me with Mold.
Yeah, you know what? Cheating's wrong. Let me hit the button.
Let me kill all the children in Shady Sands.
Right.
Hey, not my kids.
Don't cheat.
My favorite part about like the underground vault scene is like seeing the Legion guys walk around just talking normally. It reminded me so much of the Good Springs event, because that's like that was what's happened is you're walking around seeing all these cosplayers just talk normally, and it was like gave me such flashbacks to that, like walking in the vendor village and like the Legion guys are like taking photos with the NCR guys.
It's just
especially at the pre-party too.
Yeah. Huge melting pot of people, of different characters.
You're welcome for that one.
Hell yeah. Where else can you see a powder ganger, a Legion, and NCR Ranger all getting along in the same place? Nowhere.
Right. That is true.
And by the way, Nick, did you want to share something about the pre-party?
Man, so we are currently working on the plans for it, but it is definitely happening. It's for sure happening. I am in the midst of talking to a lot of the people that work at Millennium Fandom, some of them close friends, some of them new.
I saw they did post something today about it.
They were excited when I told them that, hey, we've been greenlit. Like we've had nothing but positive reception and feedback. Logistics team loves the idea, and Liver himself thinks it's fantastic. So they were just really excited to be like, fuck yeah, we're gonna get people in. So now we're really just trying to hammer home, like, how do we go up from here, especially for year 5, because it's going to be a big year in general. That is an idea I did spitball, and I am currently working on some ideas that will work, but I need them to actually mix some drinks, taste test them with the staff, and tell me if they feel like they would be any good or not. There's a lot of avenues there.
You could just make the ones from the cookbook and just replace it with something alcoholic. Like they got the Quantum. They have a float in there and the regular Nuka-Cola, so just replace something with like rum or vodka or something,
Yeah.
I was thinking about convincing them to do like a specialized Nuka-Tini. I think that would be I think that'd be a good one.
You were talking about that last episode. Yeah.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a book coming out, and it's The Drinks of Fallout.
Ooh.
I think that's coming out if it's not already out.
Is it at Bethesda Gear?
And if you use code it was on Amazon.
Transformers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for spending this lovely, lovely time with us, both for the main podcast of the Wild.
Short-lived as it was.
as short-lived as it was.
The
But
reason why this episode was extremely short was because there's going to be a lot of exclusive content that's going to be included, most likely on our Patreon site. If you're,
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Let's just say that it's stories that have been told tonight are of that wee hours variety. We can't let kids, anybody that's sensitive or otherwise, not inclined to that sort of humor. We're gonna have to keep that very exclusive, behind closed doors, behind a paywall.
Throw the key away. Just throw
but
it
we
away.
do have
Throw the key
have
away.
a new show though because of it. So if you
There
like
mi-
content,
There might
We
be a
have
new show sparking from whatever happened tonight. I might include some very short, very snappy teasers, just to kind of give you an idea. But if you're into totally ridiculous, unhinged, raunchy stories, be on the lookout for that. It's totally on Fallout brand. Like,
I would say if you play Fallout, it's right up your alley. Probably. It's
yeah,
very
you'll
Fallout.
like it. But don't tell no one, otherwise the chupacabra might come by and suck your brains out. Cave rat taught it to me once.
and if you're wondering why there's so much wardrobe change, whatever transpired tonight might be the reason why. Just don't ask why.
Ow. What?
But anyway,
Remind
like we've had a great time. We've had an amazing time, whatever you want to call it, whatever
Too good of a time.
whatever label pops into your head. It's
We had the most time.
It's there. We
There
did
was
the
a time.
thing. We did the thing, and I think it's about time for us to sign off. But thank you for hanging out with us. We'll be back next week, possibly. I don't know. Next week's episode might be half an hour short. Like you never know what these guys are gonna bring to the table. But
That's the
we're
scary part.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to back up.
we're here for
No,
it.
I'm sorry.
We're
Sorry.
here for it.
Sorry.
Sure.
It is the scary part. You never know what you're gonna get. In the words of Forrest Gump. But
I gotta find Bubba.
am I gonna need a license for this?
I love you, Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny. This is my favorite podcast, Jenny. Please subscribe to the Patreon, Jenny.
The Wild Wasteland podcast. Jenny.
Jenny.
Brendan plays Jenny.
Oh my god, I just remembered ALA.
Uh-oh.
What?
Let me strap in for this one.
Jesus Christ.
So
Fucking Marty.
I roomed with this girl, with this person who did content on the side, and I don't completely know what. Yeah, I don't completely know, because when we were in the room, she was taking photos and making commissions, and I had she was like, "Hey, I have incel money. Do you want Transformers?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And we went to the con floor of ALA, and she bought me $100 worth of stuff. And while she was making commissions, I was in the corner of the room going like, "Wee, bro, wee, cross that, yay!"
I'm sorry. What did she call it?
Commissions.
Oh my.
What did she call the money? What did she call the money?
Oh, incel money. Because it's true. I saw those messages. They're very scary. They need to talk to more women.
They're all barking at her.
No, and I had to play bodyguard because dudes came up to her at the con, and they were trying to holler at her, and I was like, hey, this is my Transformers sugar mommy. You're not touching this.
Poor Nick, dude. He's
I just
Poor-
like to imagine you're out on a date with this beautiful woman.
I love how Nick's face is just Nuka-Cola red right now.
Don't worry, baby. I'll pay for dinner. I've cooked it in so money. You order whatever you want off the fucking $100.
Do you want poke? And I was like, oh, poke's a little expensive. She's like, no, honey, don't worry. I have incel money.
This is gonna be the after show of the after show.